Right, it's probably going to be no one watching this because it's stupid o'clock in the morning. But I need to hammer on with the Dwarven World. I've been mucking about with just little bits and bobs like ceilings and stuff like that, getting a statue ready. So we'll see what we've got. This is all being nicely polished up. A little look around there. Very polished. This very polished. I'm liking the look of this. Just adds to the good menus, good loading screens, things like that. Just adds to the game. Just good stuff. Let's get in the world. In the spawn, this is good. Keeps you back, so you don't go rushing out before the world's, got something loaded. And it looks effective. Does the job. Absolutely fantastic. Right, so statue. Finally got it the way. I'll probably still tinker with it, but I finally got it the way I wanted. For the build I've got planned anyway for this, because there's going to be lines of these. The wings will probably not be visible where I'm building it, but the statue itself, I've got it spot on. That's if his face stops falling off. And it's like, obviously when you're far away you cannot see, but when you get up close, this is all detailed. It's all nicely detailed. I've sort of randomly arsed about with colour as well. I'm not the best artist, but I thought just changing the one level colour, just putting like random lines through, just to give it a bit of texture. That's with a paint gun. Absolutely fantastic, the paint gun. You'll love the paint gun when you've got a hold of it. I've had a little arse about with the hands, improved these. Got the blocks fitting correctly now. Sort of lessened the height of the knuckles, so they're just more natural now. Give the guy a nice deep red Celtic beard. The Celtic knots on it. Made his eyes, instead of pure white, I put the diamond block in, just to give the take away the brightness of the pure white. But it is supposed to be a statue. Got his double-headed axe now. Just a slight blading on it. Haven't gone to town on the axe. I haven't made it perfect, but it looks canny from a distance, which is basically what these things are viewed from. You're not supposed to be right up close. Got his hand gripping this. Best I can. I'm absolutely shite with organics. I've done the best I can with that. I think I've got the look of it. Does the job anyway, it's functional. What else have I got? Oh, this. So as you can see, it's like the armour plating, in green. give him some shape on the thigh, so he's not straight up and down. I've thickened increased the size of the boot and thickened this part here, because the calves were huge. These guys, very powerful legs anyway. I still haven't done that with that. I'll get there. Everything I've got in the world will be completed at some stage, but it will get there. So that's me statue. I'll probably still tinker around with it. What else have I been arsing about with? Just going here. I've put the lighting in again on this. Lighting's been fixed, so it's not too bad now. So it's a nice, orange hue in there. So it just adds. It's a shame I couldn't get this pitch black. I think Arcus is working on it, but obviously the underground parts are the same brightness as the above ground, so you never really get the full effect for the lighting unless you change it to dark, which means arsing about the stuff all the time. It'd be good to get it dark, really pitch black in here, because this is supposed to be barely visible. Only the lighting would bring it up. So like that one light there, it lights that area there, but these little alcoves and that should be pitch black. So when you're walking through, it's like, oh, can you go that way? Can you go that way? It's supposed to be like very dark and mysterious, not dead bright like this. I mean, it looks good bright because you can see everything, but the whole point of this place is to be pitch black, and the only way you can see through things is with a bit of light. Like all these pillars here, they shouldn't be visible. Should be something you come across. This should be pitch black, so when you like a couple of lights, maybe it's just the light parts of it up, so when you're going down the stairs you cannot see where you're going. So hopefully you get this darkened out. I've banged away on a bit of a ceiling detail just to get this part semi-finished, so it's at least presentable. I don't know what I'm doing with this bit. I'll have to work something out for that, because that's a canny circle. I think I might get something nice in there, so when you're coming back through here and look up, looks good. Haven't changed my dwarves in here. I'm going to leave these ones as they are. So basically what you'll get is 3 different types of statue, which is quite good. That's my ceiling design. Obviously I've got the rock coming down as well, so as if it's sort of the stalactites and the stalactites at the top sort of grow through. Well, that's what I'm saying, it's a stalactite. Basically I couldn't be fucked on to remove all the blocks. It's a big area, guys. It would take absolutely ages, and I hate boring jobs. So that's my ceiling design. It's quite intricate. When you get up close, there's lots of. It's not a complicated pattern, but it's quite intricate. And when you get it far away, it's quite effective. And it just adds something in the bare ceiling. I like doing ceilings. That was one of the hardest things in the original Dwarven world, the ceiling. So I had to carve carve it out, and then lay the blocks. There was no copy and paste stuff like that when I built that one, so everything had to be carved out. It was quite a complicated one. But I do like to have something on the ceiling. It's just so if anyone looks up, it's not a ceiling, it's a ceiling. The customs are spawning in quite well there. I mean, I'm not saying, but there is plans afoot. So quite possibly at some stage I will have to use customs for half of this, which would be fantastic because that would just up their performance staggering amounts. Because my custom usage is just beyond fucking belief sometimes. Oh, stop with these, you know. I've got 64 pillars. Each one's got 4 sides, and I've got 4 blocks to take off each 4 sides. It would take a couple hours just to go through, but every once in a while I'll just pick one, take these off. Because obviously when I rebuilt the pillars, I just pasted the new pillar over the top of the old one. So any gaps in the model, any blocks from the new one would just basically stay where they are. It would be handy on the copy and paste to have an option where what you're pasting in completely replaces the area. It used to be like that when the game was first released, but it was a pain in the arse because every time you pasted a wall or a tower or something, it destroyed half the tower. But having that option for stuff like this, just for ease of use, that would be handy. I might mention that to August actually, is to have one option on the paste where you either merge paste or replace paste. So I'm heading back. I've started clearing the area at the back here because I need to start my new section. The plan for this is going to be like a massive epic hallway with the statues either side of like a bridge running through. Hallway is going to be arched like, come on, get the top there. This builds itself in. So arched like that, but the arches are going to be more substantial because this is just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 block wide arch. It doesn't really, so what I want is probably about 10 blocks, but each section of the arch, each level will go back a few blocks, so it's got that, you know, it gets bigger as it gets into the middle, so the arch will be more substantial. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using customs on it because it will be quite big, and the amount of customs just to cover the area would be absolutely stupid, because the hallway itself would probably be 140 blocks wide. 140 blocks wide, yeah. So straight tunnel, 140 blocks wide for a good 1,000 blocks, I say. And then like tunnels leading off the sides as well, same size. So when you're going along the bridge, you'll have bridges underneath you, bridges going across, stuff like that. When you're going along the bridge, everywhere you look, there's somewhere just slight detailing on the fascias. So you've got the statues will be everywhere. Like the bottom part will be statues holding up the top part, and the lights, of course, will be holding the lights. So hopefully the bridges will run just below the light, the golden globe level. So hopefully the golden globe will cast light onto the bridge, so if it when it does get dark, you'll just have that light coming off that. and then above the statues you'll have like sort of archways going in to whatever I'm going to build in there. I haven't decided that, but I'll just build the fascias first and then decide what I'm doing inside. I'm just going off at angles, but everything's going to be like a 60-degree bit like that angle there, running down, so see, all the walls coming down 60 degrees. I might, I don't know, I'll have a look when I blast it out. I'll blast it out and start building a bit, but we need to get cleared, which is what I've been doing. What the hell, I'm lost. Where the hell am I? Is this it here? Ah, it's here. I've got myself bloody lost. So clearing out the area, no small task. Oh shit, that's not it. Ah, there it is. There we go. So this is going to be the front fascia to the next section. It's got to go up a lot higher than that. I'm just clearing out bit by bit. I'll show you how easy it is to clear this shit as well. It's, the tools he's put in place is just fucking amazing. So what I need to do is make sure that I get my wall level. So I'm going to use a bit of build to me. Oh, grass. Sweet. Go up. Now this is a bloody good little feature, this one built to me. It saves a bit of time when you're marking stuff. It's really good for marking out areas. Archers use it to build bridges and shit like that. I'll just use it to mark stuff up. Nothing quicker. Just bang it in. Especially when you're working with shit this big. It's ridiculous. So what you'll see here is just me preparing this to be cleared. Now watch Darkus on his stream. He's building and stuff and clearing stuff. He's put the tools in to do this so easy. So hopefully you'll get an idea of just how easy it is to get shit cleared out of your world. I'll be using a box to clear it, because I want everything nice and square before I start putting the fascia on for this next section. And I'm just taking my time, because this is the third time I've attempted this. I've had to load backups, and I have destroyed pillars, walls, ceilings and everything by hitting the wrong buttons. So I'm just taking my good old time. If you rush stuff, you tend to make mistakes, so I'm not rushing this shit. So I'm just marking off where it needs to be, because I need it to be exactly the same size as the bottom one I did. So that's what I'm going to do. And this isn't going to go all the way to the top. This is about, it's going to be about 140 meters, 150 meters ish when it's done, which is ample for a front fascia for the next section. So I just need someone to say, right, this is where you need to go, this is where you're going. The statue, when you come down the stairs, is pointing to the back. That's you know, an obvious one for you. Follow the statues pointing and you shouldn't get lost. What I think I'll do is use statues like that to point the way around. So obviously, a place like this, I mean, you should be able to go anywhere you want, but to build that, in the amount of time I'm giving myself, it's going to be impossible. So and what you got to remember on this FortressCraft, this is a one-man build, no teams, no little editing programs, things like that. Everything's in game. So everything I'm using, anyone can just access straight away, and get on with it. So there's no fucking about rendering in high detail to get your pictures and stuff. Artist has got everything in game already for you. There we go. So that's me marker. Now he's put in a fantastic little thing. Just simple things he thinks of. Like, you know, when he watches people build and stuff like that, he gives them ideas. What the hell is that? Where? Looks like a cat. I'm getting distracted again. He watches people build and he gives them ideas. And he's added this, and it makes life a lot easier for clearing. I thought Arcus would have used it actually last night when he was streaming, but he didn't. Which is a shame. That's a bloody good tool. So get your mega build, choose your box. Okay. Now then, it's going to be a fill solid because I'm clearing. I always use, not recommended, but I use it anyway because I'm a git. Instant. Basically, I like my shit to be away without waiting for it. It's not good for the computer or the world, but it does the shit for me. Get your size. So Y, I need that right up. If it's going to be solid, so just X, Z, and then if I hit solid again, F10, that'll bring them down to the size it can do. So you've got 32 each side there. So that's the maximum you can do in a cube for getting shot of stuff. 32 by 32 by 64, which is a decent size. Now then, first thing I want to do is make sure I don't overdo this. So 32 is going to be 16. I need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. So that should be by rates bang on if I place my block there. I'll probably eat it. 16, it should be. I'm probably out by one block. Never mind. So I've marked me where I'm going to go. Now what you do is hit the end button and anchor it at base rather than centre. Remember when you used to do the clearance in your FortressCraft on the Xbox, when you do it was you had to work out the bottom and the top, so you would always place it in the centre. Whereas this one you can use the base, so you don't need to be in wizard mathematics and shit like that and start working things out on paper. Basically all you need to do is say, right, that's the bottom, I need to get as high as I can, and there you go, and it does it. It saves you arsing about like a noob. So have I got everything right there? 32, 64, 32, fill solid, instant and anchor base. So then hit delete, and it's gone. That was one block out. I had a feeling that'd be one block out, but never mind. So that's gone. Look at that. Size of that, man. Mint. Right, and then basically just carry on going. So F9 and delete. Not sure these little blue bits, hopefully you don't interfere on you. Because I've marked everything off, I'll never miss. F9 and delete. That would take canny well to do, wouldn't it? Does miss a block every once in a while, but I think we got the point forward, don't we? This is for them. Look at that area I've done so far. All of that cleared. Boom. You tell me that isn't spot on. Now that's a developer listening to the people who build, who use the game, and making sure that everything's spot on for you. You don't want to be spending weeks and weeks clearing areas like this, because it's boring as hell. The games aren't supposed to be boring. It's a game. At the end of the day, it's there to entertain. You're building stuff, you've got an artistic talent. You wouldn't, if you were a painter, you probably find it enjoyable, but you wouldn't go out and chop trees down, create your own paper, create your own pencils, create your own brushes, you know, pulling hairs out of horses and stuff like that. Then create your own paint, go and do and mine the paint, get that all ready before you painted the bloody picture, would you know? You want everything where you want it. You go to the shop, you buy a paint, buy a brush, buy a paper, stick it on, bang. That's what he's done. He's thought, you know, it's ease of access. You don't want, I mean, if you think about your age range as well, the people that will be using this game, I mean, kids haven't got patience to be sitting there for hours and hours clearing blocks out of places. They just want to get in and build a castle. That's all I want to do. We want to come in and build stuff. I don't want to be arsing about like this. So landscaping, he's spot on with that. He's getting it done. What was I doing? F9 and boom. As you see, I don't need to take it right at the top. Doesn't need to go to the top. What I'll do when I finish this, I'll back my world up in case I arse up. Because I do tend to arse up. I mean, I'm putting the ceiling in for the pillars there. I created the design between 4 pillars to get it right. Marked it all off, got it right, copied it, and then went to paste it into the next set of pillars. Not a fucking chance. Just about every pillar I've built is a block out somewhere. I'm fucking arsed up big time with that shit, like, honest to God, arsed up. So all my pillars are out by blocks. I didn't let go the same. Absolutely ridiculous. So sticking the ceiling in was a nightmare. It's all over the place. If anyone's anal and goes into, if you ever see this world and you go into it, the amount of mistakes I've done on here is absolutely stupid. I didn't really plan the shit out, I just banged them in. I should really plan shit out though. I should do. But I just like to get in and start building shit. This planning stuff, leave that for other people. But the tools are there. If you want to plan it, it's all there. To make stuff easy for you. Ooh, what's that? Oh, fudge. sometimes happens. Just got to place the block somewhere to get shot of that. Or delete a block, one of the two. There's got to be a block in here that I can delete. Seems to keep... bollocks. Hold on. Just use a bit of builder me. That's it. Just basically keep an eye on when you're clearing big. This is why you shouldn't use instant, you see. It arses your computer. But if you get a bit like that, you just got to build a block through it. Or if there's a block it's missed, generally you're just deleting the block beside it. If there's a solid one, you'll get shot of that. Keep an eye on it, because if you leave it, I think sometimes it stays in the world. Now then, let's have a look here. F9. Delete. It's quite a bloody area I'll get rid of here. We're getting there. But, we're getting there. I'm about just over halfway now. So hopefully you guys watching this, if anyone is watching. Oh, what the hell? There's another one of them things. Let's get rid of this. Is that? Yeah, it is. That's it. Hopefully watching this you'll appreciate the actual size of this, because obviously I just put pictures the odd video. I don't really go into the place. I just stay at the top 4 pillars by the staircase. Never really wandered down here because there was no to see. There was no, you know, it's like wandering boring. So hopefully you can appreciate the size I've made this. Just watching this getting carved out. If you think I'm taking 64 blocks at a time away from you, and I've been banging on for a while. So it's whole section missed there. Probably tidy all this up when I start on the front. The front's a bit of a puzzle for me because I've only designed like one little bit, which is 3 arches. The 3 arches inside the first arch, the main arch. So what the rest of the wall's gonna look like, I haven't a clue. I'll just start hammering the blocks down just to see what I come up with. See what people. Well, it's alright. We're doing well. We're doing well. Generally, little mistakes like that, little glitches you can put right just by placing a block. Just to let the game know that we're still here. Kind of thing. Do like the tectonic feature he's put in. Quite effective. Nearly there. We're getting there. When I've done this, I'll end the stream. But I don't think anyone's watching. No, there's no one watching. So this will make a canny little video just to put up. Just to put up. Problem is just having the one computer as well when you're streaming. I can't see the chat, so I don't know if anyone's watching or if anyone's asking questions. I never see it until I've finished. I'm not a professional. Far from it. Right, what am I doing? Forgot what the hell I was doing. So we're nearly there. Think how many blocks I've just cleared there, guys, in this little time. And I wasn't hammering away, I wasn't banging away and banging away. I was taking my time, a little chat in between, you know, and it's still taking no time at all. So if you think how much work you're saving there, just on just knowing how to use the tools. The tools are there for you to use. Just learn how to use them. You'll be absolutely spot on. There you go. Do I dare one more? Do I dare one more? Tell me I dare one more. Fudge monkeys. Get out. Still one block out. But that's alright. One block's out. Seeing everything else is one block out. There you go, guys. So that didn't take any time at all, did it? There you go. Nice smooth front fascia for me to hammer away and build the next section, or the entrance to the next section. So, and that didn't take any time at all. Imagine doing that on FortressCraft on the Xbox. You were there all bloody day. You could use TNT, but to have that nice smooth wall, nah. You could use the fill command, but it wouldn't be as well. It would be as accurate, but you would need to work it all out, where you're placing it, stuff like that. He's made it so easy to do stuff. It's just it's a pleasure to actually build in the game, because the tools are there to actually do it. Love it. So we'll leave it at that. I'll get this video up. I'll do another one as well. But keep smiling. Thanks for watching. Bye now.